Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Centonomy Campus Edition. My name is Esther, and today we are going to talk about perception versus reality. Hashtag Vitu kwa ground. So I know that you have been seeing a lot of memes on Vitu kwa ground, like what you order versus what you get, but that's not what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the perception versus reality in the sense that when you're 16 to 21, the perception you have of or the dreams that you have are different from the reality that you experience when, let's say, you're out of campus. So let's give it an age bracket, 22 to 29. So when you're 16 to 21, you're making your dreams, you're trying to think about the kind of life you'll have when you're growing up, and you set these goals and ambitions that you'll do certain things. So let me tell you a short story. When I was in high school, we were told to write our goals, our ambitions, what we wanted to do when we grew up. So we had a motivational speaker who told us to write different things, that when you write things down, they come into being. So in our naive self, we wrote many things. Let me tell you one of the dreams I wrote that still makes me laugh up to now. It's not that I can't achieve it, but at the time it was unrealistic. So one of the things I wrote is, by the time I was 21 years old, and that time I was 16 or 17, I wanted to be owning some type of Audi. That car, I think, cost about more than 10 million or something like that. So can you imagine, I was talking about owning that car by the time I'm 21, yet I didn't even think about the path to getting there. So it brings me back to, when you're making these dreams, are you thinking whether these dreams are realistic? And it doesn't have to be writing that you want to own a certain type of car. It can be, let's say, for example, the kind of job that you have. You envision where you'll be staying, the kinds of things that you'll be doing. You envision how you're going to progress with your education. In fact, talk about how when you start your degree, immediately you're going to go and do your master's and do your PhD. By 30, I want to be all set. Nothing wrong with that. It's just an example. And also some of the things you think about that you'll be satisfied in your job, job security. And it's good to think about certain dreams and have certain ambitions. But the study that was conducted was showing that we have a certain perception about life when you're between 16 and 21. And the reality, Vitu kwa ground, when you're 22 to 29 is different. So that's certain things that come into making your goal. So for example, when you're thinking about your future, there are certain 3 things that come into being, or rather, when you analyze your goals, they will show you different things. So 1, you can be a very pessimistic person, where you are negative about, let's say, achieving your goals, or you don't think that anything will come out of it, especially maybe when you've been through rough experiences, and maybe, let's say, you're not motivated enough. 2, you can be the kind of person who you make your goals when you're very optimistic, that, I'm going to set these goals, I want to get this kind of salary, I want to get this kind of job, and to advance in my education in this way, and you believe and you are positive that it will come into being. And then 3, there's the kind of optimism that borders on fantasy. So when you're setting your goals and setting your ambitions and the things that you want to achieve, it's more about the fantasy side of it, like you're not even thinking about the reality. And this can be shaped by certain things, and you need to be very careful, especially if you're in that age gap for 16 to 21, because this is why guys are getting into 22, getting into the workspace, and then they're getting depressed, and people are beating themselves up because they had set certain goals, but you haven't achieved them. So if you've set certain goals and you haven't achieved them, you are above 22, you can reevaluate your goals. But if you're between 16 and 21, you are in school, you are in campus, you need to consider certain things when you're setting your goals. First, I would really suggest that you get a mentor, somebody who has gone through almost the same path that you want to go through. For example, if you want to be a doctor or you want to be an accountant, look for somebody among your circle or even your parents who's in that profession. Somebody who can tell you between 22 and 25, this is what was going on. This is what to expect. This is how to, let's say, negotiate for your salary. These are the things that can happen and make you, let's say, not achieve your goals and ambitions. And this ends the first part of this video, hashtag Vitu kwa ground, perception versus reality. Next week, we're going to come back with the second part. We'll be talking about now how you can go about it.